Hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. I don't typically go I don't typically go live for NXT, but since I didn't get to go live on Friday or Monday, we're gonna do NXT. So, what did everybody think of Saturday night main event? I thought overall it was a good PLE. There was really good matches. I was kind of surprised that nobody returned. I was also surprised that there was no title change, but overall, I think it was a really good event. I think it was a good way to bring Saturday Night Main Event back. We had some really, really good matches. The triple threat match with Damien, Finn, and Gunther was really good. And then the Liv and EO match was really, really good. So I think it was some solid matches, but there weren't a whole lot of surprises, which is okay. There doesn't always have to be major surprises. I don't typically do NXT because I always do Raw and SmackDown usually. But like I said, I figured I would go live tonight since I wasn't able to Friday or Monday. Make sure you guys are following me on TikTok, on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. I post videos on there frequently. We're going to keep posting more and more as we get into the new year. And also follow me on IG. Make sure you have all the socials just in case TikTok really does get banned. Hopefully not, but we never know. So make sure you follow me on all my social channels just in case. Ethan Page is going through some things. As you're hopping on, say hi. Thank you for all the likes, for hopping on, for the gifts. We appreciate everything. I think Trick Williams is going to be definitely getting called up to the main roster soon. But then I don't know because they said that the shows could be treated as like equal. So I'm just wondering if anybody will get quote unquote called up or if they'll just kind of float around. I'll be super interested to see how that goes. If they do treat like all of the shows equal and people like kind of rotate around each show. But I do know one thing: the first Raw on Netflix is going to be wild. It is stacked with people. Yeah, the first Raw on Netflix, I'm definitely gonna have to stream because it's gonna be crazy good. There's so much going on. We finally get Punk and Seth. We're getting the OTC and Solo. We know there's gonna be some returns. It's gonna be wild. I'm super excited for that one. And it's the first episode of the new year, so we gotta kick it off. Oba and Trick Williams is going to be a very good match. And I say Trick Williams because I don't think he's losing tonight to Eddie Thorpe. I'm really surprised these two are still together. We saw like the tease of them splitting and then they had a little rift and then they won the tag titles back, and so I think they're kind of a roller coaster ride, but they're really good together. It works. Ooh, Gallus could quite possibly win those. I feel like NXT has improved so much. They have some really, really talented people. And Sean's booking has been amazing. We're on Netflix. There it is. It's gonna be so good. But it's going to be so good that it's going to set the bar super high for like PLEs and Raw episodes and everything. It's going to set the bar super, super high. Oh, that sounded rough. How do you guys feel about Rhea being the number one contender for Liv's title? I feel like we knew that that was gonna happen, but at the same rate, I'm kind of over that storyline, and I'm a fan of both of them. I like Rhea and I like Liv. I like them both, honestly. I'm over that storyline, and I'm over honestly the title going back and forth between the two of them. There's so much talent on the roster that I'm ready for somebody new to be in the picture. It's just time to like move on. I am glad that JD and Finn dropped their titles last night. Number one, because they never defended them. So that whole reign was like trash. Like it just was garbage because there was no feuds, nothing going on there. And then also, I'm hoping this is like the step in the direction to get Finn out on his own because I think he's much stronger as a solo competitor. So I'm hoping that since they dropped the titles, we're on our way to getting Finn back on his own. And we've seen a little rift between him and Liv lately. So we'll see how that turns out. I think the Judgment Day is going to end up just being Liv, Raquel, and Dom. But I don't but I don't know because I saw a story that like they're going to be the next feud for the Wyatt Six. And if that's the case, then they kind of need everybody. So I'm not sure. But I think that Finn does need to go solo. I think he would be much better and much stronger solo. And I'm also interested to see how long Cody's going to be out. I feel like it's going to be until Netflix on Raw and then he's coming back because I don't see them doing that show without him. I would be very surprised if they did. So I feel like he will have a break until Netflix on Raw and then he'll be back then. But I don't think this feud between him and KO is over at all. I think it's going to continue. And I think at some point in time, Randy's going to come into that mix. Holy cow. Look at his back. Listen, people can say this is fake all they want, but some of the bruises and stuff that they get, no way. Saturday night main event. That's at the end of January, so there's going to be another one. Do you think they're going to do one main event each month? They haven't really said, they've just kind of announced them as they go along. I think it would be really cool if they did one each month. That one is really close to the Royal Rumble, I think. which that I'm definitely streaming because Royal Rumble is my favorite PLE. So I will definitely be on for it. Hopefully, we still have TikTok by then, but if not, I'll be on YouTube and Twitch. Oba's strength is insane. That's why I'm super excited for this Oba Trick match. Because again, I don't think Trick is losing to Eddie tonight, so I think it's definitely going to be Oba and Trick for the title, and I think that is just going to be so, so good. And I honestly think like that's the perfect time for Trick to drop the title to Oba and then come back in the Royal Rumble on the main roster because he definitely has main roster potential and star quality. He's not going to be feeling too good for their tag title match later. Oh, oh, that's it. Oh, maybe not. Got me. I think it's cool that they're going different places now. Oof. Like Booker said, you're taking too long. Yep, took too long. And that's it. One, two, three. Definitely. I give it to him though. It was a good match. It's definitely gonna be Trick Williams. I'm sorry. Eddie Thorpe's not winning tonight. I mean, it was a pretty smart move, let's be honest. I don't think so. Also, trick. Also, Ava's killing this GM role at NXT. Sol Ruka. I love Sol Ruka. She is absolutely crushing it. The whole NXT women's division is crushing it. Ooh, they're going against Lash Legend and Jakara. I love them. I'm also super excited to see Gigi Dolan back on NXT. I really like her. I was a huge Toxic Attraction fan, and so to see her back is awesome. I'm honestly hoping one day we get to see Mandy Rose back, but we'll see. Only time can tell. I know she said she was open to it. I would personally like to see it. During the commercial, let me know who you think or who or what, we'll put it that way, who or what will be the biggest surprise at the WWE on Raw event, the Netflix on Raw event. Who do you think will be the biggest surprise? Or what do you think will be the biggest surprise? Do you think there's going to be a title that will surprise you? A person showing up that will surprise you? What do we think? Because I think something major is going to have to happen. So let me know, what do you think is going to be the craziest thing to happen on the Netflix, uh, on Raw on Netflix? Do you think The Rock will win the Royal Rumble? I honestly have no idea who's going to win the Royal Rumble. There's so many different ways it could go. And I think it kind of depends on who holds the title by then, which I think Cody will hold the title by then. I don't think he's going to lose it. I think if he does lose it in the future, it's going to be at WrestleMania. So I don't know. I could see The Rock winning, but then I don't really want to see The Rock and Cody, if I'm being honest with you. I would really rather see Randy and Cody. I think John Cena could win the Royal Rumble because it's his like goodbye tour. And then we got the little teaser of CM Punk and Cody. So could he possibly win? We know he was going to win the year that Cody won, but he got hurt. So if I had to put my money on anybody right now, I think I would go with Punk. I think Rhea is going to win the title and Io Sky wins the Rumble. I could definitely see that happening, especially since we got that little teaser of Rhea and Io on 2 Raws ago. We could definitely see that happening. I just hope that if that happens, I hope Io wins the championship. And I don't have anything against Rhea. I don't have anything against Liv. I like them both, but I'm ready for somebody new and new storylines with the women's championship. I'm tired of the Rhea and Liv storyline. I'm over it, and I'm over the title going back and forth between the two of them. And I love them both. I do. But I think we just need more. It's been going on way too long now. But I love Io. She's awesome in the ring, and I could definitely see her win. I could definitely see her winning the Royal Rumble. Can we have Penta win the Royal Rumble? So, do you all think that that symbol last night during Raw was Penta? Because at first, I was like, what? What is that? And then I was scrolling through Twitter and saw people saying Penta, and I was like, that makes so much sense. I didn't even think about that. Liv deserves better. They need to book her better. I agree. I love Liv. She is probably my favorite women's wrestler on the roster right now. I love her. I think she commits to everything she does like 150%, and I really love her. I'm just sick of the Liv Rhea. Like I just want more than that. It's just been drug out way, way too long. And I really loved it at the beginning, but then they just kept stretching it out, and I'm just over it now. But I am glad she got a clean win against Io because I think she needed that. I thought about that or a dark Alexa Bliss character. I really hope Alexa comes back and joins the Wyatt Six because I loved Alexa and Bray together, and I think she would do wonders with the Wyatt Six. Now it makes sense. I, for some reason, thought the logo was Becky related. I do think Becky will be back on Raw at Netflix, but I do think the logo was Penta related, which is pretty cool for the WWE to get him. But I do think Becky comes back at Raw on Netflix. It's getting just like the Finn Priest story. I hope he brings the demon back. I would really love to see Demon Finn back. That's probably one of my favorite Finn characters is Demon Finn. Do you think Rhino will come back? He's no longer in TNA. I would never say never. I don't know if it'll be soon just because of the fact that there are so many people returning already. You know, with John, and the rumors are that Goldberg is, waiting on his call to go against Gunther, which we've seen. But I do think we could for sure see some more legends like that keep appearing. I'm gonna go back to reading and minding my business. That's my attitude on the daily, pretty much. Heard some of the WWE women want Tessa Blanchard at the Rumble. I don't know. I don't, and I'll be honest with you. I don't know much about her. I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of TNA or any of that. I don't know a lot about her, but there was some very, very mixed emotions about her in TNA, so I'm not sure. Now, these two girls can enter the Rumble any day because I love them. Especially Lash Legend. She kills it. I mean, they should. They've killed it lately. Oof. I do think Jordan Grace will come to WWE. And I like her from what I've seen of her. Like I said, I don't watch too much TNA, but what I've seen of her and where she's been on WWE, I do like her. I think she will be a powerhouse. I love that they are going to the main roster in NXT. I agree. I love seeing this talent. I love seeing them like shift shows. I think it's fun. I think it also gives like a new dynamic in storylines. I definitely think Lash and Jakara will go to the main roster soon. I actually think that they will be competing for the um tag titles soon because we have Bianca and Naomi now who replaced Jade with the tag titles, and they're gonna need more competition. And who better than Lash and Jakara? Hello, everybody on YouTube. NXT is my favorite show, to be honest. Listen, the NXT roster and the booking have been just phenomenal. Whatever HBK is doing, he's doing it well. And I have to give him his props. Because I'll be honest with you, NXT was one that I used to not care if I missed too much. You know, I would just catch the highlights. And now I love watching it. I may have to start streaming NXT just a little more. Just because it is so good lately. Naomi did, I believe, and I think they relinquish it after they find out. See, this whole who tacked a Jade mystery is kind of nuts to me because I feel like there's so many people that it could be. I feel like I need one of those like murder mystery boards where you have the suspects and you have to figure out the ties. I think Naomi could have done it. I think Bailey could have done it. I really think Charlotte could have done it, and that's how she returns. Um, I don't know which way they're gonna go with it. I think WWE don't know who attacked her. Honestly, like they may not know at this point in time because there's so many possibilities that it could be. I think the most interesting storyline would be if Charlotte attacked her. Because we saw when Jade first came on the roster, her and Charlotte kind of like, you know, confronted each other, and they're both like big powerhouses. So I think that storyline could be really, really interesting and set us up for a really good match. I also would not be surprised if Bailey done it because Bailey basically replaced her in War Games. And then I also wouldn't be surprised if Naomi did it because Naomi wanted kind of that spotlight and she got it. But I think the most interesting would be Charlotte. Like if that's how she returns. Zarya and Solo are killing it. I feel like the NXT women's division just keeps getting better and better. I mean, we saw Zarya come along, Stephanie come along, Roxanne is always killing it. Like their women's division is stacked. Thank you guys for hopping on, for liking, for the gifts. I appreciate all of your support. What did you think of KO attacking Cody? Honestly, I'm loving that storyline. Like, I think heel KO is so kind of refreshing because he takes it to like out of like one out of from 1 to 10 he takes it to like 25. Like he just again he commits to every character and he doesn't care to be the bad guy. And I love that because it brings such an interesting dynamic. I think that this feud will continue on for a while. And I actually think at some point in time, Randy's going to join this feud. And I honestly think that Randy's going to turn on KO and become a heel as well. But I'm loving the KO Cody storyline right now. I think it's probably the best feud that Cody has had in his title reign. Like he's had some good matches. He's had some good like promos back and forths, but I don't think any of them has been the level that this is. And a lot of that is because of KO. Like KO is just his character work is awesome. Tiffy may cash in at Royal Rumble. I'm ready for Tiffy to cash in. I don't care. It needs to be soon, honestly. Like I would rather her cash in at like Raw on Netflix or the next SmackDown or whatever. I want her to cash in soon. I'm kind of tired of like the fake cash in. It's Tiffy time. Jordana Grace is coming over permanently. Jordan Grace. Yeah, I saw that too. I believe she will. And I think she will actually be a really good powerhouse in the WWE because I mean, just the little work that she did in WWE, she killed it. Naya is so boring. I honestly like before Naya left, I wasn't a huge fan. And I love Naya outside of the ring. Like her TikToks are hilarious. I think she's hilarious. But I was not the biggest fan of her work before she left. Since she come back, I have really enjoyed her work. I think she's done really, really well. But I just think it's time for Tiffy to have that spotlight. And that's nothing against Naya, but I just think it's time for Tiffy. Tiffy has earned it. She's deserved it. She kills it every single time, and I think she deserves that. They fumbled with her at Survivor Series. Right? I mean, you had both champions laid out through a table, and she didn't cash in at anybody. Like, that was the perfect timing. I don't know where you could get a more perfect moment than that. Lash is out here doing the Matrix. Hi! How do you feel about Chelsea winning? I love Chelsea with all my heart, but I want to meet you to win. Listen, I love Chelsea Green, and I wanted Chelsea to win from the beginning. Like, I just love Chelsea, everything about her. I do really like Meechin as well, and I do want Meechin to win a title, but I was super happy for Chelsea. Honestly, if we could have gave them both the title, like I would have been fine with that because I do love Meechin and I love the work that she's putting in. But I really loved that moment for Chelsea because I love Chelsea. What wrestling shows do you watch? I watch pretty much all WWE. I don't watch much AEW. I'll catch it here and there. Not a lot of it though. And then I don't watch TNA at all. I usually just catch the replays. So, I usually don't live stream NXT. I'm only on NXT tonight because I was not able to be on Friday or Monday. So I thought I'd hop on here today. I feel like the last few weeks NXT is cooked. I will so with AEW, I will flip over every so often. Like if there's nothing else on TV, I will flip over and see what's going on. There's a couple of people that I like that I will just kind of see what they're up to. But I just don't watch it. And I don't have anything bad to say about it. I just don't get as invested in it as I do WWE, honestly. I love Mariah May as well. I think she's really good. I like Will Osprey. I honestly like Hook a lot. Um, but I don't get as invested in it, so I don't like it's not one that I'm like upset if I miss it. I'm a little tired, honestly, you guys. Like, we had a busy weekend. We traveled to Chicago, did some Christmas activities, got home yesterday. It's just been super busy. Saturday morning, we woke up to our fire alarm in the hotel, which was bananas. We had to evacuate and then got back in, and so I'm really tired. If you guys see me over here just chilling, I'm tired. We don't get it here in the UK. I mean, honestly, like I'm not downing AEW at all, because I just don't watch it, but I don't feel like you're missing a whole lot. I just I feel like, and maybe it's because I don't watch it, and if people do watch AEW, let me know if I'm wrong. I don't feel like they have the as in depth storylines that WWE has. And that's what I like about WWE is the storylines. Like I like a little bit of drama in the matches. I don't want to just see two people fight. Like I want to see a storyline there. Meta's killing it. Those girls are killing it. Yeah, so I will be for sure like going to bed as soon as this is over tonight and getting some sleep cuz your girl is tired. Mariah May versus Tony is the storyline. Listen, the Mariah May Tony storyline was very interesting. I kind of did follow that one a little bit, and I did see Tony came back, and I'm honestly really glad she came back as like Tony Storm and not this Timeless Tony. The Timeless Tony storyline kind of got on my nerves a little bit, if I'm being honest. Wesley just observing in the background. Wesley's always in everybody's business. I like Wesley though. I think he looks totally different with his haircut. Like there are some people that look the same no matter what hairstyle they have. He is not one of those. He looks different. Did you watch the Bears last night? I flip back and forth between the Bears and Raw. I love Jada Parker. Love Jada Parker. If I could pick one female from AEW to go to the main roster, it would be Jada Parker. And that's no shade on any other ones. I just love her. But I did watch a little bit of the Bears last night. We flipped back and forth between that and Raw. Um, I'm a little disappointed in their season, but we did finally fire our coach, so I'm hopeful that we can get a good coach and just figure it out because I'm over them being trash. You mean NXT, right? What did I say? I told y'all I'm tired. Actually, just saw on my ESPN notifications that Atlanta is going to start Penix Jr. So I'll be interested to see how he does. Oh, if I said AEW, then yes, I meant NXT. Sorry. Brain's not working. It's been a long day. Speaking of NFL, who do y'all got to win the Super Bowl this year? Just curious. Also, for anybody that was on my live where I said that the Heisman should go to Travis Hunter, you're welcome. It did, and I fully stand behind that. I have the Lions winning the Super Bowl. Listen, the Lions are good, and I love Dan Campbell. I think he is such a great coach. They did have some big injuries this last week. Um, I think that they could go far. It just depends on how the injuries affect them going forward. I think the Bills are playing very dominant right now. Josh Allen is playing out of his mind. So I think they could personally be a favorite for the Super Bowl. Hey Mandy, did you say Penix is starting? Yes, I just got a notification from ESPN that the Falcons are going to start Penix Jr. Like literally, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. I'm impressed with what the Chargers are doing. I think Harbaugh really kind of came in and got them straightened out, and I'm really impressed with what they're doing now. I think they could definitely make a run in the playoffs. It is college football playoff weekend. Notre Dame and Tennessee. I can't root for Tennessee. As an Alabama fan, I cannot root for that orange. I'm so sorry. Who do they play though? Do they play Ohio State? Maybe I will root for them against Ohio State. Hey Tony. I have the Chiefs and Lions in the Super Bowl. Vols Nation. I will root for them against Ohio State. After that, it might be a little tough. I am a Alabama fan. I know we didn't make it, but it's still hard for me to root for that orange. Thanks for stopping by, Tony. You're the best. Chiefs and Lions in the Super Bowl. That would be a very good Super Bowl. I think it depends on Patty's injury and how serious it is because they have some big games coming up and they need him healthy for the playoffs. But I feel like you can never count out the Chiefs. Like let's be honest. They always figure out how to do it. It's my alma mater, and I gotta scream, go Big Orange. Listen, my sister would be on the same boat with you because she loves Tennessee. I'm telling y'all, if y'all are not following my girl Tony, you need to follow her because her reactions I live for. I see them every single day, and I just am cracking up. Ren Sinclair is improving a lot. Like when she first came on the scene, I was like, eh. But she is improving a ton. Alabama did good and bad, but I still love them. Yeah, Alabama's season was a little rocky. I mean, we did have the first year new coach, so it is what it is. I was a little disappointed in them, but I will be interested to see how they continue to improve. I think they need stronger leadership, if I'm being honest with you. I think they really need those guys to like step up and just like lead the younger crew and help the new coach as well. And just kind of get back together and back on sync. I honestly think, like, right now, looking at the bracket, Oregon is the best team overall, but their side of the bracket is super hard. They have to go through several good teams. I feel like the lower bracket is a lot easier than theirs. But when the playoffs happen, everything changes, so who really knows? As long as Georgia doesn't win, I'm good with that. I would be surprised if they did. I would put it that way. I feel like they've been another up and down team. I feel like also Beck is not 100%, so I think that affects them a lot. So I would honestly be surprised to see Georgia make it to the finals, honestly. But Kirby Smart's another one you can never count out because he is a very good coach and he tends to rally his team when it matters most. Ren is killing this match, honestly. Who do you think is winning the IC Women title? Um, I go back and forth on the IC Women title. I would like to see Dakota Kai win it, honestly. I really like her and I want her to have a healthy, strong singles run. Um, I did see a spoiler that I'm not gonna say out loud, in case nobody else has seen it. And so I think that puts a little bit of a damper in my thoughts. But we'll talk about that next week because I'm not going to spoil it for anybody else. I know Rin is putting up a fight. I thought Jada was going to just squash her. This trio is wonderful. Like, I'm all here for this trio. I was at Disney World. That's fun. I missed Friday Night SmackDown. I did watch Saturday Night Main Event, and then I watched Raw yesterday. Saturday Night Main Event was really good. There was really good matches. I was a little shocked there was no title changes or surprises, but overall, I think it was a really good event. And I'm excited to see them going forward. Alba and Isla's back. It's given turmoil. Bless him, he's gonna struggle. He got killed by Oba. Now he's got to go defend his tag title. So, who do you guys want to see win the Royal Rumble? We kind of talked about what I thought was going to happen. Who do you all want to see win the Royal Rumble? Men or women? Let me know. I don't know. I feel like Gallus could because Nathan Frazier and Axiom fought earlier and he's not feeling real well right now. So, it's a big possibility that they could. Hopefully, we still have TikTok by the Royal Rumble because they're talking about banning it. But if they do ban it, I'll still be on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and Instagram. So we'll still be doing wrestling content. Yeah, I saw that little Penta, promotion, and I did not know who it was at first. And then I was on Twitter, and everybody's like Penta, and I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. So I'm pretty excited to see that. I just feel like this first episode of Raw on Netflix is going to be insane. I'm super excited for it. I'm definitely going live that day, you guys. Mark calendars because we're going to be live that day. There's a lot more stuff coming on CW. There used to not be that much stuff on here. Like, did you guys see the promos? It's like Roman and Jay and Gunther and Naomi and Jim and Solo and Cody. And I mean, the Raw is going to be stacked. I've seen rumors of Reigns and Gunther with title implications. Anyone else seen that? I would love for Roman Reigns to take that title off of Gunther, honestly. I wanted Damian Priest to take the title off Gunther. I need something new from Gunther. I have seen Gunther and Goldberg though, which I don't know if I love that. Is TikTok really getting banned? As of right now, I think like January 19th or 18th or something like that is supposedly the last day. We'll see if that holds. Look at Bailey and Sasha. Oh my gosh. That feels like so long ago. Speaking of Asuka, when is she coming back? God, the NXT title is cooked lately. Do you guys think Roxanne loses her title? I think Julia takes it from her. Because I think Roxanne is going to go to the main roster soon. Yeah, I think Roxanne will be called up soon, so I think she will drop that title to Julia. That's Tuesday the 7th. So that's the day after the first Netflix. That's a pretty big week. Yeah, I think if Roxanne does drop the title to Julia, there's some great storylines that can be told. And I think Roxanne has proven herself time and time again. So even if she does lose, nobody's going to question her or think that she's weak or anything like that. I think she's main roster material. Yeah, I see him struggling. He's not making it through this match. Nathan Frazier's on his own for this one. He's hurting. And she has the whole heel thing. I will be honest, when she first turned heel, I was like, I don't know about this. Like, how is this going to work? She's like this sweet, she's so sweet, she's so nice, and now she's going to be a heel. But she has killed the heel role, and I honestly like her more as a heel. She just nailed it, and it's one of those where it was like unexpectedly good. Uh, yeah, Frazier, you need to start this match. Well, he got crushed by Oba. Or cosplaying Mandy Rose. I could. I thought about it. I thought about doing a little cosplay for some special lives, but low key thought you were Renee Young. I'll take that as a compliment. I like Renee. I was talking about it on my live last week about like how fun it would be to cosplay, but it takes a lot of time as well, so you'd have to really prep for it. I love seeing the people that do it. It's so fun. Oh, there's bodies flying everywhere. Oh, yeah, that didn't work. It's not looking good for our current champions, that's for sure. I definitely think that we are going to get Drew and Roman at some point in time. I think that's the end game for this little fit that Drew's throwing right now. Seems like he's trying to attack everybody to get to Roman, and Roman doesn't play about his family, so you know it's going to work eventually. But I don't know if we'll get that at Royal Rumble, if that'll be a longer, like WrestleMania type thing. So I'm interested to see where that goes. Like I feel like he'll face each bloodline member and then get to Roman. So I feel like it could go for a long time. Yeah, um so they advertised Sammy and Drew, or somebody did, or maybe I saw it on Twitter, or maybe it's a spoiler. I'm sorry if it is. But I saw that we're getting Sammy and Drew again, which is fine, I guess, but I I kind of get annoyed when they repeat matches so close together. Like if there was more build up in between, it would be better, but it's fine. Sammy's just trying to defend his friends, so I'll take it. I feel like Sammy's been in like a lot of repeat storylines though. He had the repeat with Gunther, but he always does good, so we'll take it. You can always count on Sammy to perform. That's what I thought too, that they will turn this Drew storyline into like him and Punk, like it'll go on because there's so many layers that you could unfold. Like he could go against Jay first, he could go against Jimmy first, and then like Roman is like the top of that ladder. So I definitely think it has the potential to last until WrestleMania. But then I know that The Rock is going to be a part of WrestleMania, and I would rather see The Rock face Roman than The Rock and Cody. Oh, Axiom's going to have to go to bed after this. He's been beat up like crazy tonight. Yeah, maybe the hospital. It's possible. Dude's getting crushed tonight. Maybe need to take an ice bath. I don't know. He's still fighting though. I almost look forward to NXT more than Raw or SmackDown lately. They've been doing great work. I mean, their storylines and their roster is absolutely amazing, honestly. They've improved so much. I feel like NXT was always before like the show that you tuned into every so often, and now it's like you want to watch it. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know where he went, but he's not out there anymore. He just ran away. He said he was done. Oh, there he is. Boost of energy. He must have went and got like a 5 hour energy or something. When Zilla does come, do you think he'll be solo? Do you think he'll join one of the bloodlines? What do you think he'll do? Hi, Christina! How are you today? He done knocked out his own teammate. I don't think Axiom even knows where he's at right now. Well, listen, Roman needs all the friends he can get. Because Lord knows he made enough people mad along the way. I feel like The Rock will definitely return during that Tribal Chief match on Raw on Netflix, though. I like that's the perfect time for him to return. Jesus. Oh, they kept him. All right. Somebody get Axiom an ice bath and a milkshake because he deserves it. He got beat the crap out of by Oba Finley. Finley. Oh my gosh. I told y'all my brain is tired. Live, laugh, honk, honk. Yeah, it was a good match. I agree. I want to know what they're going to do for the file of Chase U. I know. Ethan Page lurking in the background. Anybody else see that? He going through some things. I'm curious to see what they do with Chase U as well. At least Judgment Day isn't the champs anymore, right? Thank goodness Damian Priest interfered. Kind of reminding me of Sad Corbin. Kind of. I agree with that. I feel like it's all an act though. Like I feel like Ethan Page, like his name's all ego for a reason. So I feel like whatever he's got going on right now is all an act. Right? Like I feel like he's trying to get people to feel bad for him and then he's just gonna pop up and be like, ha, kidding guys. I'm still all ego. I know. I did not really. I was a little disappointed when Corbin was released. I honestly really liked the work him and Apollo Crews was doing. I thought they could have continued to be a tag team because I thought they were doing really, really well. So I was a little shocked at his release. I was a little shocked at Indy's release because she was with Candace. Hi, Haley. How are you? Thank you for hopping on. I'm typically not on Tuesdays, but I haven't been able to be on because we were out of town this weekend. So we're here today. I'm doing good. I'm a little tired. It's been a busy weekend and a busy day, but we're hanging in there. I'm just gonna crash in my bed after NXT goes off. Hi, Giselle. Yeah, Corbin and Breaker were really good together too. I honestly forgot about that. They were super good together. Thank you for following me. I appreciate all of your guys' support. You can say that again. I was off yesterday because we traveled this week, but we had a super busy week. And then I got back to work today and I was so super busy. I don't feel like I took a break. And then I got home, baby needed attention, and then now we're on here. So thank you. I appreciate that. We're hanging in there. We're just gonna sleep after this. Hello, hello. What in the world? is going on? Are we breakdancing or something? I can't with Lex's beard. It kills me. When I found out Dempsey was Regal's kid. Yeah, they don't really. I mean, they do look alike if you know, but like I feel like if you don't know that that is Regal's kid, then you wouldn't really like spot the similarities. Who's sorry? Oh, what's he gonna talk about? He looks so sad. What's going on? He looks disheveled. Respect. Viviana. I like that name. I'm a little confused by this whole segment. This is all an act for sure. There's no way he goes from all ego Ethan Page to sad Ethan Page that quick. I like Javon Evans. I think he's a rising star. He looks mad now. Javon out there trying to be a therapist. Javon out there speaking gospel. Listen, we knew it was all an act. Oof. Bro is bleeding everywhere. We got evil Ethan Page now. He was just trying to help him. Don't trust Ethan Page. I'm not surprised that that's where that went though, because I just don't see Ethan Page as a face. Oh, if he bit his tongue, that would hurt. Of course, Liv on Saturday actually got kicked in the nose, and I'm sure that hurt. That's what I'm saying. Like, this may be quote unquote fake or scripted or whatever they want to say, but these injuries are real. Did you see the reaction video Liv and Dom had after Finn and Big Head lost? It was great. I did not, but I need to see that. What did Finn say? Listen to Finn and you win. Well, what happened to that? More like listen to Finn and get pinned. Well, I'm gonna have to go check that out for sure. I did not see that, but I'm sure it was great. He always tries to tell people what to do. Who do you think will win between Ripley and Liv? I don't know. I want Liv. I feel like it'll be Ripley. I feel like WWE just pushes and pushes Ripley, and I have nothing against Rhea. I think she's awesome. Um, I'm just kind of over the same song and dance, honestly. I want more. So, to be honest with you, if Rhea does win, I hope it's not a long run. I think somebody new deserves it. But Finn needs to go back to singles wrestling. The Judgment Day thing is old. No, I agree. I think Finn needs to go solo. I think Finn is much stronger solo. I think if they're going to keep the Judgment Day, then it should be Liv, Raquel, and Dom. And I think Finn needs to go solo. The Prince was a better character, so was Demon. They both were. Finn is absolutely being held back by the Judgment Day. There's just not the creative there for him. Damn. The match between these two is about to cook. It's going to be so good. Oh, we're getting Cora and Stephanie. Hank Tank. I think Hank and Tank definitely win that. Reunite AJ and Finn. I wonder when AJ's coming back. No, there ain't no way Trick's losing that title. Definitely think Hank and Tank win that four-way match. They've seemed to be getting a big push lately. Yeah, I saw that he was supposedly there. I didn't know how true it was because some things you see on Twitter you don't ever know if it's actually true or not. But I did see that he was supposedly at TNA without a boot and without crutches. So hopefully we do get AJ back soon. Can we say Royal Rumble maybe? I'm hoping Alexa Bliss returns at the Royal Rumble. I'm actually going to do, before Royal Rumble gets here, which we've got a little bit, but I'm going to do like a whole video of the people that I would like to see return on the men and women's side. So that'll be on my YouTube channel when I do it. I'll announce it for sure. But I definitely want to put my picks in for the Royal Rumble. Put it that way. If I was writing, that's what I would do. I think Jordan Grace will be in the Royal Rumble. And I think that'll be her like call up to the main roster. Listen, after seeing Joe Hendry on the NXT, I would not be surprised if he made an appearance. It definitely would not surprise me at all. I do think Trick Williams will get called up. I actually said earlier that I think Trick is going to lose his title to Oba, and then he's going to get called up to the main roster. I think it's his time. Who are some, like, quote unquote legends or like older wrestlers that you guys would put in the Royal Rumble if you could? If you could pick anybody, who would you put in there? Trick versus Carmelo again? That would be good. I feel like there's still some unresolved stuff there. That could be good. Ric Flair, Rhino, could be. There are so many of them. I agree. But I am going to dissect all of it and do a whole video of who I want in the Royal Rumble for 2025. So Carmelo is good, and listen, I felt a little bad that he got squashed by Braun the other night. He didn't deserve that. It would be fun too to do like, you know, an all like overall who would be good in the Royal Rumble, like dead, alive, current, not current, just overall in general. Like your dream Royal Rumble. Yeah, Trix pop has got to be the loudest in NXT. I mean, we saw Undertaker come back at WrestleMania, so maybe it's not impossible. Could we get a Kane and Undertaker match again? One last ride? Probably not, but yeah, Kane is on his mayor stuff now, so I don't think we're going to see him in the ring anytime soon. But it would bring back memories for sure. I wouldn't mind seeing Triple H in the ring one last time, but with all the health stuff he went through, I'm fine if he just stays out of it because we definitely don't want him seriously injured or hurt or anything like that. Like, we want a healthy Triple H because he's been doing great booking and being creative and all that. But I agree. Like, I love Triple H. He was one of my favorites. But I'd rather have a healthy Triple H than see him in the ring again. I think Penta's coming sooner than Royal Rumble. Ricky Starks could debut at the Royal Rumble. I think Penta will be on Netflix, the Raw on Netflix. Triple H did push KO around. He wasn't playing with Kevin Owens, but I think that was just more so like fuel KO's heel work rather than him actually like get involved. I just love the menace that KO is as a heel. It's honestly like it's great and it's honestly funny. Like it's entertaining and funny. People were saying the red light last night was Alexa Bliss. I don't think it was Alexa. I do think she's coming back, but I don't think that was for her. Again, I hope we see Alexa come back and join the Wyatt Six. I know we're still waiting on Charlotte. When is she gonna do? That's why I feel like this Raw on Netflix is so up in the air because there's so many people that are like set to come back. There's so many people that are like set to appear. The whole pretty much roster is set to be on there. I feel like it's gonna be a wild show. Zilla Fatu, you never know. I mean, he's been pictured in NXT a little bit. I think he will hit NXT before he hits the main roster, but we'll see. I think Jacob may get a big push when he's back and healthy because he's really good. People seem to really enjoy him as well. I enjoy him. I thought that match with Jay was great. No, he was in the picture. If I correct me if I'm wrong, but Zola was in the picture with the WWE ID. I'm pretty sure he was in that picture because that was right before War Games, right? And I think everybody was like questioning whether or not he would show up at War Games. Oh, that'll be fun. Just, grab him and do a little interview, ask him when he's coming to WWE. Yep, no live shows until next Friday because they are giving them a nice holiday break, which is really, really nice for them. I will probably still stream Friday and Monday. I try to stay away from spoilers, because I don't want to see them. I would rather watch it live. So I try to stay away from any spoilers anytime they do any like pre-recorded stuff. So I'll still probably be on Friday and Monday both. House of Glory. I actually haven't heard of that. I'm sure that'll be fun though. I can definitely look it up. I feel like some of like the littler shows are like super fun because there's not as much like pressure, I guess, per se. So they can go out there and just kind of have fun. That knee brace he has on is crazy. Oh, you should definitely go see that. I loved how supportive he was posting Chelsea everywhere after she won. That was just awesome. I'm curious to know if like we'll ever see him back in the WWE. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of people there then. Because Ring of Honor has a house show the same day as House of Glory. Matt might sign with All Elite. I hope we see him in the WWE, but as Matt, not Zach. Yeah, I think it would be interesting to see him back. I feel like he could really go to either show, WWE or AEW. I feel like AEW is losing talent, so they may scout some more. Matt Riddle may be back in WWE, I heard. I don't know. I feel like he burned some bridges. I mean, I loved RK Bro. I think they were so funny. but I do feel like Riddle burned a couple bridges, so I'll be interested to see if they do ever. Of course, CM Punk burned the biggest bridge and he's back, so never say never. I do feel like, if you take a look at like the AEW talent that moved to WWE versus the WWE talent that moved to AEW this year, WWE really like got some great people. And I'm not saying AEW didn't, but I don't feel like they got as much as they lost. I I would love to see Hook in WWE. He is one of the AEW people that I do follow. So I would love to see Hook in AEW or in WWE. I saw that they might possibly lose Malachi Black too, and Miro. Yeah, those are two big ones. I listen. I love Sasha Banks. Um, I was a huge Sasha Banks fan, especially when her and Naomi had the tag titles. I don't love her AEW storyline at all. I don't love it. Yeah, Edge got pretty seriously hurt, so I'll be interested to see if he even comes like back. He's had so many injuries. Buddy versus Dom. Yeah, I feel like if Buddy does come to WWE, they could definitely play that storyline up. Yeah, Trick's really good in the ring. I feel like any match that he's in, he's gonna bring quality matches. Trick's not losing. No way. Also, am I the only one on Saturday night main event that thought at the end when Cody and KO were losing all those refs that CM Punk was going to come out and be a ref? I legitimately thought that. That's all she wrote. Chaos. Chaos. Pure chaos. All right, you guys, thank you for joining me. I'm gonna go get some sleep because your girl is tired. I'll be back on Friday and Monday. So, have a great week. I'll see you then.